Alright, Schlockmeister fans, I am not sure what to make of this movie. I've never seen it. Phantom of the Red House. Let's check it out. We start at the El Infierno Club.
Abracadabra, make the door open. I'm sorry, boss. Your face was in the shadows.
3 or 4 times in this movie, they just break into song.
What did you want to talk to us about?
Nice costumes.
I got some real good news for you.
You mean?
Tomorrow night, your late grandfather's will is going to be read, Margie. And his lawyer sent me a telegram today asking that we four be present.
Oh, golly, do you think that he's left us something? Sergeant says I ask and I'll kick you back 10,000. It's that easy. I hope you'll agree, Doctor.
This woman's trying to bribe the will reader.
Because you see, I'm one of the heirs also.
You? He did you too? Why would he? Timothy was your victim.
As you all guessed, comes to $6 million. That is give or take. A few bucks here, a few bucks there. I propose that it be handed to one of the following persons that are listed here. Amelia Fuchsia, my fiancée. How are things with you, Mulehead? I personally hid someplace right here in the house. They will be the property of whoever finds them. With one condition, that they shall give half the fortune before the notary public to my godchild, whom you all know as Mercedes-Benz Radigan. And now I'd like to...
Apparently this is a spooky old mansion they're in.
The owner of this house have a right to the main room that is upstairs. I'll show you there in just a minute.
Come on, Rory. I've got a feeling I'm getting out of this
That's
house.
Mercedes.
Don't be scared.
Tomorrow.
That's the
They must be
chauffeur.
around here. You'll find them easily. I don't know where they are.
You don't understand. I want to know your orders. Is there anything that you want? You just became the new owner.
And this film has some comedic aspects to it also.
It all disappear, I assure you, Doctor. I want to recommend that you don't confide in anyone and be alert. See what I mean? The guy you think is your best friend, Doctor, could be the one who wants to give you this. Cut your throat, but don't you worry about it.
For the first time in this film, we see the shadowy figure dressed like a Mexican professional wrestler with a hat. And that was Mercedes' room. But lucky for her, she wasn't actually in the bed.
Nancy, sweetheart, Nancy.
I heard you. I'm not dead. Oh, Lord.
A detective is brought in.
Hey, listen, who's this penguin here with a 10-inch tongue?
Who do you think you are?
Put your hands up.
You go jump in the lake.
Take it easy, Nancy. Honey, this is the detective I hired to watch over you. You must have guessed that this lady was my fiancée.
You're a hood.
So wearing a hood.
That's right.
I need details. Did you see his nose? His mustache?
How would I know about that? He was wearing a hood.
Guys wearing hoods have noses and have mustaches.
But under their mask?
Ah, I forgot.
Well, look, we better go because it's late. On the way.
Understand, what I meant is that I'll guard you, but it'll be from outside your door. I want to make sure you're all right.
Oh, well then.
And you got a job, so on your toes. Right, Chief? We better go now.
Now watch the eyes in the picture. The detective finds him,
You got any good reason for being here?
but doesn't realize what he's dealing with.
Look, maybe you don't know it, but you better go back and lie down. Because there's a dangerous criminal walking around this place. Yeah, and you know he could just find you here, and he might scare you. And you ain't such a bad guy. I want to be your friend. So why don't you go hit the hay? It's late. Hey, that's it.
Moron. Doesn't stop him from kidnapping Mercedes. The detective's gonna get it here. But
You're no help. I was just about to crack the case.
that doesn't kill him either. In spite of what it looks like. As you see, he's alive again. And there's a certain element of slapstick in this movie, too. Detective is now held at gunpoint, locked in.
What a great situation. Diogenes' families gets locked in. Yep, we're batting 1,000, fellas.
And tonight we're to begin the search. Just think, someone's going to get the inheritance.
Don't worry about it. I don't care who does find it. That inheritance is going to be ours alone.
Then you got a plan? I want to hear the whole story. Come
Now then, this is the third and last night designated in the will by Timothy Humphreys. May he rest with God.
He'll never rest in peace, the old fool.
Tonight they get to search for the money.
This is the night that you'll be allowed to search the whole house to find the inheritance that was near.
So the search is on for the cash.
Come on, fellas. Turn the lights on. How did it happen?
I don't know. I wasn't here. Oh, my poor doctor. My friends were killed. And they all said that I told lies, that I was imagining things. The poor man's dead now. Why did he have to die?
I got no pistol now, but that doesn't matter. Put your hands up.
Quiet down, you fool.
And suppose I don't want that?
You either come with me or you die. Think it over fast.
I thought it over already. I'm going along.
More slapstick with a chase.
Don't come near me, please. Stay where you are. Please. Stay where you are. Help. 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 Mama, it's the shadow. No. No. Please. Please get away from me. Let's get out of here. There's another phantom.
Now there's two of them.
Here we go again. What's the
Yeah, but not for too long, because that guy's about to come in, and he's going to cut us both into little squares.
No.
Yes, I mean it. Be quick now. You got to help me with my plan.
All right, I'll do anything you say.
You're not going to escape now.
Man, you're out.
Matt, look. Shoot, Rory.
Rory.
Magic.
You ought to aim. If they had, poof.
And what are these clothes for?
Well, you see, that guy wearing the hood was holding a pistol. He put me in a little room and locked the door. And then he took my clothes.
What happened here? He was sure his servants were a couple of unscrupulous scoundrels. My job was to make sure that they didn't get their hands on the money. Unfortunately, I failed to save the doctor and Amelia.
These people attempted to kill me, am I right?
You were the important victim, young lady.
The film ends with Mercedes adjusting the picture, falling down a slide,
Magic.
and guess what she discovers?
Good Lord, with all this money. Well, how about that? I suppose $1 million.
And that's our movie.
Magic.
All right, let's talk about Phantom of the Red House. Now, I don't know what the hell this movie was. I have had this in my collection, my DVD collection, for 20 years. I saw it sitting on a shelf probably at Best Buy, and it was probably cheap, so I just decided to snatch it up because it looked like a horror movie. And I'm finally now in 2021 getting around to watching it. Was it worth the wait? No. What we have here is a Mexican horror film from 1950, was it 59 or 51? 59, I think. And, yeah, 59. It kind of had like, at least in the beginning, like a House on Haunted Hill kind of vibe to it, where there was a bunch of people coming to this house, but they were there for a specific reason. Apparently, the owner had died, and there was an inheritance, and he was inviting all these people there. There was this one particular woman, her name is Mercedes. She actually inherited the house, but he had a fortune stashed in this house, and to make a long story short, he wanted these people to search for the money, and they could do basically whatever means they could to find that money, but it was hidden somewhere in the house. So all these people are in the house, and then there's like this murderer running around in this little Mexican hat. It looks like a Mexican professional wrestler, actually. Had a mask, this cape thing, and although I couldn't quite figure out if the violence was real or not, there was some deaths going on. There was spooks and scary stuff and campy jokes, and there was like this overall humor in this movie, which was just out of place. I don't know how else to describe it. But ultimately, to make a very long story short, this woman named Mercedes, she, it turns out like the owner wasn't really dead. He was like watching from behind the walls and stuff. He had one of those, paintings on the wall where he was looking through the people, or his eyes were the eyes of the painting. And at the very end of the movie, everything is revealed. And the woman goes to straighten out the painting. And by doing so, she activates something in the floor. She falls through, goes down this slide, and ends up in this room where all the boxes and everything of money is. And that's how our movie ended. Again, yeah, I don't know. I can also tell you that this movie, I was very bored by this. There were some parts I just couldn't quite follow. Now, it was dubbed in English, so I don't know how well the dubbing was. But it was just weird having this overall comedy element and slapstick and stuff, too. I couldn't quite figure out what exactly this film was going for. It's just an odd little relic, and I don't know. I assume this was in the public domain, but I don't know. Maybe it's floating around on YouTube somewhere if you're interested in it. That is some weird cover art, too, by the way. I don't know what to make of this movie. I can't really recommend it. Obviously, 1959, there's no nudity. There's no like blood or anything like that. It was just kind of slow and dull. It was 92 minutes long. I was hoping for a movie like that from that era, you might think it might be 62 minutes, which would be great. Might be able to be a lot more tolerable, but 92 minutes, it was a slog to get through this one. So, but anyway, there was also weird interludes where there'd be like this Mexican mariachi band playing and this other Mexican singer. It's just for like several minutes. So they padded the running time with songs that had nothing to do, music that had nothing to do with the rest of the plot. So anyway, that is Phantom of the Red House. Has anybody else in the world seen this movie besides me? Or at least anybody watching this, have you seen this besides me? I'm guessing no. But anyway, check it out if you can. Let me know what you think about it. Did you find it as boring as I do? Watch it. Bye.